All right, picture of the day, make it mathy. I want you to pause the video and try to discuss either with a partner or as a class, what does this have to do with fractions? We've been using division and forming fractions with those division problems, with those quotients. So like, what does a Subway sandwich have to do with anything in the fraction world? Pause video, come back to me when you're ready. All right, good job, way to go, high five. All right, here's what I was thinking. That Subway sandwich is huge, has a lot on there. I'm thinking I'd probably share that and cut it in half or maybe in thirds. Because maybe there's such thing called a serving size. And they recommend, like, instead of eating a whole bag of, let me see what I got in here, a whole box of my sweet tarts and eat the whole thing, well, on the back, it says the serving size is not the entire package. It says it's 13 pieces, and there are a lot more than 13 pieces. So if I was being good for myself, I would just eat 13 of these or less, because that is the serving size. That's what they recommend for you to stay on that healthier side. So Subway sandwich, do you think the serving size is one whole sandwich? That could be debatable. I'm not even sure, but looking at this sandwich, I'm thinking serving size would be 1/3 or a half. Okay, so I could actually get how many servings out of this sandwich? I could get more than one, because if the serving size was half, then I could get 2 servings out of it. If it was thirds, then I could have it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, right? So I eat 1 serving at each meal. So go ahead and take a look, open your book to lesson 9.3 to the solving share. It's not going to be about a Subway sandwich, but go ahead and figure out what it is about, some type of food, and check out what the serving size is of the food that you're given. So I want you to go ahead, read out the solve and share, pause the video, make your underlining and your highlighting, figure out the stuff you need from all those words, and come back to me when you're ready. All right, I'm starting in. The solve and share, burritos. So imagine a burrito. Well, actually, it's a wrap, sorry. A sandwich wrap that the serving size is not one whole wrap. In this case, I would have underlined that each fourth is 1 serving. Oh, and look at that, it already broke it up into 4 parts. So I'm gonna just go ahead and label them. This is a fourth, which is 1 serving. And I have another serving of a fourth, and another serving of a fourth, and another serving of a fourth in 1 burrito. Not burrito, sorry, wrap. Okay. Now let's see what the question is. How many servings in all does he get? Okay, well, there's 1 wrap, and how many servings do I have? I have 4 servings for 1 wrap. Thing is, I needed to underline 1 more piece of important information in here. Put your finger on it. Where is that other piece that I needed? Because this is not the official answer. There was 1 more thing it told me in order to answer this question correctly. Put your finger on it quickly in 3, 2, 1. I'm going to highlight it. William buys 5 whole wraps. Yeah, so for this party, he doesn't just have 4 servings, because he has more than just 1 wrap. So if you put your finger on 5 whole wraps, finger high five for you. Good job, okay? So I'm going to need to maybe draw out some more wraps, draw out some more servings of those fourths. Go ahead, take some time if you haven't already, and put together some ideas of how you could figure out ways you could solve this problem. And then I want you to share out, okay, at least 2 ideas, and then come back to me, okay? All right. Okay, I'm ready to work it through. So I got 1 wrap right here. I'm going to go ahead and draw another wrap. And how many servings are in this wrap? I could draw them on there. Or I could just write, there are 4. Okay, there are 4 of those fourths in another wrap. Then I got a 3rd wrap, and a 4th wrap, and a 5th wrap. Some of you might have drawn it out just like me. If not, totally cool, right? You might have drawn it a different way. Maybe you drew those fourths, okay? So to figure out the total in all amount of servings he'll have, well, I have 5 wraps, and each one had 4 servings. So I get a total of 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, or 5 times 4, which is 20 servings. Awesome to get that many with only 5 wraps, right? Okay, so our goal today, I'm going to go ahead and erase my drawing here. There we go. Goal today, I want you to stand up, find a partner. Maybe your teacher gives you partners, or you stand up and find someone that's not right next to you. And I want you guys, please try using these words and read out that goal to one another. Pause the video, come back to me when you are ready. All right, here we go. The goal, thank you for those of you who did read that through. Good job, way to use these words. Is that today we can connect division by a fraction to multiplication. Now notice this problem below. This is how I had solved the solve and share, right? I did 5 times 4 because each wrap had 4 servings. But if you go before that expression there, we started with 5 wraps, and each wrap was split up, divided up into fourths, right? And when we took those 5 wraps and divided them up into fourths, we were able to say, hey, that's a total amount of 5 times 4 servings. So we just connected a division expression with a multiplication expression. When we divide by a fraction, we can actually relate that to multiplication. How cool is that? So go ahead and get your whiteboard and your marker out. And you're going to try a couple problems with me. Okay? All right, here we go. Pause the video if you need to get your stuff and materials. Or I'm just going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Here we go. All right, let's take a look at this problem here. Go ahead and write it on your board. And as you write it, read it out. So here's you writing. You'd be going 4 divided into 1/4. Okay, you're dividing it up into fourths. Thing is, the picture is already given, guys. How cool is that? I have 4 already drawn out. 1, 2, 3, 4. And those 4 circles, 4 whole numbers, are divided up, split up into fourths. So I took this, split it into fourths. Took the other whole, split it into fourths, fourths, fourths. How many total fourths are there in 4? What's the related multiplication that would help us figure out this division? Well, I have 4 whole circles, and each one has how many fourths? Each one has 4. So 4 divided by a fourth is going to be the same answer as 4 times 4. And we can see that in this picture. I have 4 fours. Yeah? So how many total fourths is that? You got it. Good job. 16. Okay. Go ahead and erase. Try another. Okay. All right, how about this one? Go ahead, write it out. Write it and read it. Go. Hopefully you're reading it. And I'm a pretty slow writer on the computer. Okay, now we got 2. Now we're not working in circles. The picture's already given, so don't feel like you need to redraw it. But if you want to, feel free. I got 2 rectangles. Awesome. There is my 2. They are being divided up into not fourths, but ninths. So in this rectangle, how many ninths do I have? I have 9 of them. In this rectangle, how many ninths do I have? I have 9 of them. So if I count them all up, that would be the same thing as doing 2 times 9, which gives me a total amount of not 16, but 18. Okay? Awesome. How are you feeling there? Would you be at a full-on smiley face? You're like, heck yeah, I know what is happening. Or you're kind of medium. You're like, sorta. Or right now you are upset because you don't even know what is going on and you are like, what? I just want to quit. Okay, don't quit. All right? You got to keep trying. Got to keep trying because at some point you're going to have that bell moment. Ding! Where you're like, oh. Whoa, I actually understood that one. Okay? All right, let's try this one. Oh, there's no picture. That's okay. Maybe you can just think about it in your mind. Visualize. Okay, what am I starting with? I'm starting with 2. Visualize it. Visualize it without even drawing it. Visualize it. 2. Maybe you're thinking 2 squares. Maybe you're thinking 2 circles. Maybe you're thinking 2 rectangles. Maybe you're thinking 2 octagon. That would be weird. Okay, that would be hard. So don't do that. In my mind, I'm thinking 2 circles. And I'm dividing them up into eighths. So I picture that 1 circle. Cut it up into eighths. Take the other circle. Cut it up into eighths. Now, how many total eighths are there in 2 circles? Boom. Got it. Okay. Okay, but then I might say prove it with a drawing. All right. 2 circles. Or maybe it's 2 rectangles for you. Cut them up into eighths. So I go 4, and then I do an X the other way diagonally, and I got 8. 8 eighths there. And then I cut this one into eighths, and I got another 8 eighths. Another 8 eighths. So 2 divided by an eighth would be how many total eighths? Well, that would be 2 groups of 8, which is 16 yet again. I think we got that in the last one. Oh, no, we didn't. It was 18. Cha-ching. Okay? Awesome. Okay, no bell moment yet in your brain. Let's try one more with me. Then you're on your own. Okay, we have just a question. The division problem isn't even there. Good luck. Okay? So here's the question. You try to write the division problem. Okay? How many sixths, that's fun to say, sixths are in 4? What's my first number gonna be, the dividend? If I'm asking how many sixths are in 4. Here it goes. Moment of truth. Did you get it? It's 4. Woohoo! Raise the roof. Got that. All right, next one. What's the divisor gonna be? If we say how many sixths are in 4? It is a sixth. Okay, but now we need the quotient. We need the answer. Think multiplication. 4 circles, 6 in each one. 4 times 6. Boom.
24.
Bye, guys.